Creating your first APK. Now that you have an appropriate form of input, you can finally actually test all your hard work on an Android device. First, make sure you have saved your scene. So you have to save the project for make sure your hard work is saved. Again by pressing Ctrl S. So we have to press Ctrl S. Next, head over the file, build settings, and you will see a box at top of this window that says scenes in the build. This is basically showing you which of the scenes you have created you want to include in the final product to add your level 1. So here we are building. Just drag it from your scenes folder in project window and drop it into scenes in your build area. For now, don't worry about texture compression. That is useful for creating 3D games and it will help you optimize your apps. For our purpose, right now it is not necessary. Our app is pretty small and not very resource intensive. So we have to think about the texture compression also when we are doing complex stuff, and not all types of compression are supported by all Android platforms. I discuss texture compression more later in this book. Player settings. Next, place the player settings buttons beneath the platform scroll box and you will find that some of new objects open up for you to play with the inspector. So these are settings for player. This is where you can find many of the properties of APK you are about to build, the things like the icon and the package name and the orientation. So here we are changing a lot of stuff, that is the package name and orientation, etc., that is portrait landscape. Resolution and presentation. The first thing we are going to look at resolution and presentation. At the moment the default orientation is probably set to auto rotation, and beneath that there are tick boxes showing which orientations are permitted. Right now the answer is probably all of them. If you want to make a puzzle game, there is a chance you will want to support a portrait orientation. Preparing your phone. Preparing your phone. One more thing to do before you can try running your game on phone is to prepare the phone. So we have to enable developer options in our Android phone also. So we are testing this app, so for that we have to do some settings in our phone. One more thing to do before you can try running your game on a phone is to prepare the phone in question. First, that means you need to allow USB debugging. So this is important option. You have to allow that USB debugging. USB debugging lets you install apps over USB connection and then get feedback about how they are running. Usually this option can be found under a section within your phone setting called developer option. So this is found under developers option. Now pulling the trigger. Now all that is left to do is to build your apps and run it. Go ahead and plug the phone into your PC via USB port and then hit build and run. If everything goes according to plan, Unity will build APK and then install it on your phone.